Hey, I'm Andy. Today we're going to be reacting to another FLEEKAZOID video. This one's titled Catfish is Killing Gaming, Dragon Age Veilguard Roast. So, yeah, he already made a video before about Dragon Age Veilguard, so I wonder what kind of roasts they're going to be. So also, nice introductory screen. But, yeah, I don't, like, when I think of Catfish, I just think of, like, people with taking pictures with, like, MySpace angles trying to get a date. And then seeing the reality, I think that's catfishing, but I don't know how that would be in games because I don't know. You see what you're gonna get into in like trailers and screenshots and whatever. So yeah, I guess he's gonna explain. So yeah, let's just start it.
Pimps, I am back! You've probably been wondering where I went. Well, I've been correcting the timeline, ensuring that everything is as it should be. And although I won't say the correction of the timeline was all me, I will say that none of this could have happened without me. I would never say that I'm the whole car. I play a very small part in this. The engine. But now, speaking of cars...
Wait, what? What was that?
Never say that I'm the whole car. I play a very small...
Farming Simulator 25 has more all time than Dragon. That is, wow. That's amazing. I didn't like. I knew Farming Simulator had like it was like a cult classic, but I didn't realize. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize
the engine. But now, speaking of cars, imagine if I pretended to be a Ferrari salesman, sold you an Enzo, and then handed you the keys to a Ford Taurus. Imagine if Tom Cruise reached out to you through email and told you that only you could save Mission Impossible 20 by sending him $200 in iTunes gift cards. Imagine if a very real Kate Upton matched with you on Tinder and then plied you into sending her $2,000 to her offshore account at the Punjab National Bank. And imagine, if you will, your favorite game company brings back a franchise you love for a fantastic return to roots. Surely all of these are real. Real Tom Cruise, real Kate Upton, real return to roots. Except they're not, you dumb bitch. All of
these. Like, did people like Dragon Age like as a series? Like, I know the first game was great, but from what I've heard, because I haven't played the other ones, that it just went downhill afterwards. But I could be wrong, but since I've never played it, I can't speak for it myself.
Real Tom Cruise, real Kate Upton, real return to roots. Except they're not, you dumb bitch. All of these are catfishing scams and you couldn't even spot them. Don't worry, you may be stupid, but you're not alone. Just in 2023, consumers were catfished out of $2.7 billion. How did that happen? Is that all just grandma getting scammed by Indian guys pretending to be Bill Gates? Maybe that makes up for about $1.7 billion, but where's the other $1 billion in imposter scams coming from? I'll tell you where it's coming from. The AAA gaming industry. The AAA gaming industry is the third biggest catfishing operation behind Indian call centers and Snapchat filters. They just
that was an interesting Snapchat filter, but I think more specifically the Western AAA game industry, right? Because as far as I know, the Asian ones have been fine. No, I know there are some that have incorporated like DEI stuff, like I believe Square Enix, but for the most part, I think the Asian companies that are like AAA stuff relatively have been fine compared to the Western.
Third biggest catfishing operation behind Indian call centers and Snapchat filters. They just cannot stop themselves from bringing back old IPs that they killed off, only to just make whatever the fuck they want anyways with no regard for the original formula. And the people that get left holding the bag are the fans, because they show up on launch day to buy a new entry from their favorite franchise, only to discover that this shit couldn't be any further from the originals. Like swiping right on Beyonce and showing up only to see Big Mama. They have been catfished. But at least they can look forward to the next Fable game. Psych! Hey, look, a new God of War game. Psych! Hey, look, another Saints Row game. Psych! Another Dragon Age game. Psych! A new Assassin's Creed game. Psych! Oh, hey, sorry for catfishing you just then. Here's an actual return to roots. We're very sorry about that. Double psych! FromSoft fans, just click off the video already. You wouldn't understand. With your constant stream.
Oh. I'm not gonna go back. That was like a frame, but yeah. I get why they want to bring back these IPs because people like them, but I don't think they understand why people like them. or maybe they do, but like these other, I guess, these consultation companies try to, like, I don't know what goes into like game making and all the politics behind it, but yeah, it's like something's amiss.
A great games that stick to a formula you love, you lucky bastards. I wish I liked CBT so I could bask in this glory with you. FromSoft is so dedicated to not catfishing their fans that if they change the formula even a little bit, they change the name of the game as well. If this was Ubisoft...
Although, I mean, I think this video was uploaded before the Game Awards, right? So, I mean, they did announce a new Elden Ring game that is slightly different because it has co-op, but I digress.
The formula even a little bit, they changed the name of the game as well. If this was Ubisoft, these would all be called Dark Souls. You guys have it so good that you have to catfish yourselves. Remember, it's about persistence. And you know what that means, Bloodborne fans. Bloodborne Remaster announcement coming December 12th at 8:14 p.m. Get your sacrifices ready.
I wonder, like, is Bloodborne gonna get a PC release, or like Half-Life 3 is gonna come out first? I think it's gotten to that point, right?
And that leads me to another form of catfishing, the Bethesda type of catfishing. This is when they use their name and their history to dig into that nostalgic mud vein of yours, trying to transfer the clout from their old games to their new ones. We're BioWare, we're Bethesda, we're Obsidian, we're Rocksteady. Remember all those games we made and you loved back when you were happy and before you only got to see Daddy on the weekends? Well, this is brought to you by the same people that brought you that. Except it is not. This game was made by the same logo that made those good old games. The people that made them left the logo 10 years ago and got replaced by a bunch of Jaguar drivers. And they try to tell me that there's still staff on board from the original game. Who? The fucking janitors? Let's play a fun little game real quick. What if I told you the baker behind Bayonetta and Nier Automata was making another game? You'd probably throw 70 singles up in the air and see where they land, right? They would land on Babylon's Fall. What if I told you the guys behind this...
Wait, what?
See where they land, right? They would land on Babylon.
6 months after the game's release. Oh yeah, that's why I heard it, because it like shut down very quickly. Not as quick as Concord, but yeah. Wasn't there like also an Ubisoft? Was it the Ubisoft? No, there was like a multiplayer first-person shooter that came out not too long ago that's also being shut down, even though the developer tweeted that they won't be shutting down anytime soon. So, yeah, yeah.
Fall. What if I told you the guys behind Dishonored were cooking up something new? You'd probably think it's at least a 7 out of 10, right? Redfall. And what if I told you the creator of New Vegas was making a new game? You'd probably be very interested in what deep RPG they're cooking up next. In New Vegas, you had 3 different...
It's about. Then I did this one I heard about just because, like, was it the artist? Like, one of the higher artist roles in the game, or in the company, like, just made racist tweets. I don't want to say like, I mean it is kind of racist where you're actively not choosing someone just because of their race. Yeah, so yeah, that's about like I'll probably try it considering since it's on Game Pass, but yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be good or not.
Different flavors of 50 cal. I mean, where can we go from here? The resounding answer: backward. Now your sniper rifle. And
they're talking about the outer. I thought they were talking about not the Outer Worlds. Oops.
Your grenade launcher share gun enthusiast's favorite caliber, heavy ammo. As it turns out, if you duct tape 8 rounds of .308 together, it turns into a grenade launcher shell. It's a regular war zone out here, pimp. Nobody is who they say they are. The other day, I reunited with THQ, only to reach down her pants and grab a handful of Nord dick. Turns out THQ went defunct in 2013, and Nordic bought it a year later so they could parade it around like Lincoln's corpse. Who does that? Austrians. And if you think that's bad, now they're using entire genres to catfish. RPG used to be a proper category. It used to stand for something. It used to mean shitty combat and a fuck ton of player choice. These days I buy an RPG and I end up in 40 hours of therapy. And not even as the therapied on, but as the therapist. Take me back to telling Alistar he has no bitches. I don't want to be here. Which brings us to Dragon Age the Veilguard, a game so good that as soon as the post-launch clarity hit, all the launch Launch day reviewers flipped and called it dog shit. I'm calling.
Yeah, this review.
Launch clarity hit all the launch.
From the things I've seen, I can't, like, 9 is too generous. It should have been closer to like a 7 from what I've heard. Like, it seems fine for the most part, but the writing not so much, which obviously knocks it down. The gameplay, I guess it's hit or miss depending on who's reviewing, maybe. But yeah, I still haven't played it myself. I don't want to buy it because I already have too many games to play that seem to be much better. So, like right now, still playing Celeste on my gaming channel. Also playing Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, which is a fun puzzle game. So, it's RPGs. There's already so many that better than this, it seems like.
Launch day reviewers flipped and called it dog shit. I'm calling it now. Veilguard is the biggest catfish of the generation. Not only does Veilguard not resemble a Dragon Age game, it doesn't resemble a BioWare game, it doesn't resemble an RPG. And how can you even look me in my eyes and call this a fantasy game when there isn't a single dwarf being racist towards an elf in this piece of shit?
You knife-eared pipe cleaner.
Let's get a round of applause for BioWare, everyone.
Wasn't it like also the argument that it's supposed to be a fantasy game, but then then the character builder, you're very limited of what you can build with your character, as the sliders aren't great. Like, I mean, it's nice that they have like the scar check mark or something like that, but the sliders don't go as far as it should be, in my opinion, both in the left and to the right, because they're even in real life there's a wide varying size for size of humans in general. So
rarely do you see incompetence done this right. This is generational incompetence, truly once in a lifetime. Veilguard is like Dragon Age for Coco Melon fans. It came into my home, beat my eyes, bounced them off the walls, and then threw them down the stairs and treated my eardrums like trampolines. It's like they took everything that made Dragon Age and decided to do the polar opposite. But am I shocked by this? No, everything I said in my first video was right. And I knew it would be right because the gaming industry has catfished me so many times before. That being said, I'm still waiting for Stalker 2 to finish getting patched up, so fuck it, let's clown on this for a bit while I wait. That means I got probably about a year left on this review. First off, the combat is every bit as enthralling, engaging, and incredible as I thought it'd be. Why not build on the classic CRPG Tard wrangling combat as fans have been asking for since the second game? Fuck the fans, nobody plays CRPGs anymore. But when I play this, I feel like I'm experiencing a new level of strategic depth as I combine fast-paced attacks, parries, and dodges to exploit my enemy's weakness, stone railings. But none of this would have been possible without my loyal sewing circle. I'm joking, of course. They are completely useless outside of the one skill wheel use I get from them every 45 seconds. I understand now why they made them invincible. They are total morons.
Wait, what? Companions have
45 seconds. I understand now.
Companions have no health bar. BioWare doesn't trust you to keep them alive. Wow. That's... So you can't really purposely kill them off or something like that?
Now, why they made them invincible, they are total morons. This game must take place in 1986 before Street Fighter invented the combo, because these dumbass companions practice the ancient art of hitting these motherfuckers one time for 11 damage in the most elaborate way possible, then wandering off. Somebody hand me a towel so I can throw it in. This is the type of shit that happens when you turn off natural selection, and that's why I just stick to the reliable ranged fighters like Marty.
It kind of reminds me of I think Guild Wars 2 to an extent, but even Guild Wars 2 did companions better, because I mean they also do little to no damage, but it seems like and how old is that game? Wow, there's companions in other games that does it. How do they mess up on companions? They've done it right in the first one, right? From what I remember. Even ignoring all the bad writing that they have with the companions, even from a technical aspect, how does this happen?
Harding's right. This requires a good step.
Like, if you give everyone the wrong job in the finale and don't do their side quests, they die. Huh. Okay. So, I mean, technically you can kill them off if you don't like them, but seems kind of like a roundabout way to do so.
I'll take care of it.
As for the writing on these companions, what can I say that hasn't already been said by everybody for the last month?
Yeah.
35 to 100 hours of 8 people with negative riz delivering dialogue that has been safely strained into ash. The CIA should put all this dialogue into a montage and use it to break captives. These friendships sound like they were written by people who have never had friends. Where's the ball busting? Where's the disagreements?
If you want to bed me, you have only to ask.
What? Draw your weapon and say that again.
I jest, my foul-smelling friend. You are only slightly less attractive to me than a slime-filled pool of swamp water.
The eerie constant positivity and wooden line reads makes me feel like I'm in the Manson family, not a found family. They want you to all be bestest friends so badly that they provide no way to antagonize or lose your companions until the very end when they went, oh shit, that's right, we're a BioWare game. I chose to give this man's hometown full-blown AIDS, and 3 hours later we're chopping it up about his coffee recipes like it never even happened.
Like, that's so weird. I mean, did he mention that in the previous one or not? But yeah, because in the, from what I can remember, all the other BioWare games let you, like, there's like a positive choice, a neutral choice, and a bad choice. But did they really just take out the bad choice for this? Oh, jeez. They really want to drive in the power of positivity, right?
And 3 hours later, we're chopping it up about his coffee recipes like it never even happened. And don't even get me started on Tosh. She
actually Tosh
yeah.
them for themselves now.
They asked us to let folks know, so now you do.
Yeah.
That's like 90% of the what I've read that was negative. It's just that character.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for telling me. Tosh, you up for it? Yup.
You don't ever interrupt Todd's mistake, Ladir, when he's talking. Anyone else? And that leads me to another thing I want to talk about. These puzzles. All these puzzles are piss baby easy. In my entire time playing the game, there was only one that I couldn't figure out. Who the hell am I? Somebody please tell me who the fuck I am. Some people have the gender card. I have the gender deck. Some people call me bro. Some people call me she. And on the back end, I'm God's mistake, Ladir, man, she, her, to look at. I think I actually found out what happened.
Oh, you can choose both? I thought it was... Huh. I always thought that you only choose one, like he, she, or they, but apparently...
Look, I think I actually found out what happened when I tried to join. I
Wait,
actually found out what
Where
happened.
Where is it?
I'm God's mistake.
There it is.
Ladir, man.
That's so weird. I didn't realize you can pick multiple, because I don't want to get into like identity politics and all that stuff, but yeah, like wouldn't the third option be? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played it, so I'm gonna just
to look at. I think I actually found out what happened when I tried to join my soul sister Tosh and becoming a free agent. I think I accidentally hit the factory reset button and became a man again. Look at that. Another Veilguard puzzle solved in less than 60 seconds. I never should have looked in that mirror. Speaking of which, I know we've already talked about the Budet Cuts in the last video, but let's all blow our pipes for a second to mourn the loss of Isabella's massive milkers.
It's like they, unless if this is a mod, right? Which it feels like.
Video, but let's all blow our pipes for a second to mourn the loss of Isabella's massive milkers.
they like, it feels like they just show more skin, except the yeah.
Now, for the record, I was planning to do
Did they
more
explain
side
why?
quests, but then I found out you get the best ending by not doing any of them. If you neglect every companion's quest line, you unlock a special ending where everyone dies. Let me think about if I want to do that real quick.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your
We're only
objections
going
are.
to 2 days. Emmerich wants to see more Ferelden, so we're going camping. And he's treating it like you have to an epidemic out here across the streets and things.
Out of all that, I've understood the main character the most. I did not understand what the two were arguing about. Yeah, something about too many books, even though the trip's only for 2 days, something like that, but
Sold! I'll take it! When they did this in Mass Effect 2, it was pretty depressing when my companions died because I liked them. Here, it's cathartic. I invited my whole family to watch this shit over Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm not just talking my immediate family, I'm talking cousins, in-laws, their pugs.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells.
I invited the whole flock of pimps, Fleek Harvey, Dr. Philippe, Fleek
Let's have Patreons.
FLEEKAZOID,
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle.
Fleek Jones, Fleek Rogan,
no, jeez.
Can I please
Yeah, it is.
out of that
a Canadian guy,
Dashing through the snow.
Fat Albert, dog, get your big ass in here. Can't fit through the door? Ah, another year of unemployment, you'll be able to squeeze in just fine.
On horse open sleigh, over the fields we go.
You can come in too, SFS Fleek.
Merry Christmas, Xbox.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I feel like he can just make a series just bashing on this game and it'll just be fine. But I mean, there's a point where like you're running the well empty, right? But yeah, like I said, I haven't played it, and I don't plan on buying it. If it ever comes on Game Pass, I'll maybe try it. I don't know. Like I said, there's so many better games. It feels like there's so many better games to play, and especially in this day and age, there's like, why would you want to like? Maybe I don't know. There's many reasons why you want to try it out, right? It's just for me, I don't want to pay for it, and I can't be bothered going the high seas, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I probably yapped on for too long, but it is what it is. So yeah, another FLEEKAZOID video. Very entertaining. And Dragon Age, if they ever do another one, I do hope it's better in terms of writing, and like in my personal opinion, I don't mind if they have like the various types of identities and stuff like that. Just don't make that character the only thing about them, or because that's what it seems like from all the cutscenes I've seen. It's just it's just about the identity and like nothing else. But like I said, I haven't played it, so maybe there's more, maybe there's even less, if that's even possible. But anyways, yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.